All right. Am I on? All right. This looks good on my end. Welcome back to my channel. This is Pixels and Paperbacks. This is Pixels and Paperbacks, where I try to basically shoehorn in playing the video games I want to play by comping you books while we talk about them. So I'm Traben. I have some tomes to discuss today, and we'll be playing some Slay the Spire too. So that's all going to be great. Um, if you are new to my channel, this is ostensibly a booktube channel, but a lot of Wednesdays I'm playing video games. And like I said, I comp titles so that we can uh, bring it into the realm of booktube. So this week, like I said, we're playing Slay the Spire 2. And I was thinking about what would be a good title to comp here, a good genre to discuss. Um, and what I came up with was 80s dark fantasy. And I've recently read what was probably my first major 80s dark fantasy book, which is The Neverending Story. Obviously, as as a child of the 90s, this was the movie of this was very formative to me. And the book is mostly the movie, and then like it keeps going, so you get some more stuff toward the end. Um, but what I really like about it is just how free form the narration is, and how it doesn't seem worried about taking risks as far as like just having crazy magical stuff happen and just seeing where it leads. And that kind of storytelling where the character is just like jumping from adventure to adventure. We have a lot of these notes in here about how the characters, these side characters, are going to go on crazy adventures, but that's a story for another day. And it really strikes me that this kind of storytelling of just like moving from beat to beat and moving from story to story, adventure to adventure, really does echo the roguelike genre that is very popular right now and that Slay the Spire 2 is part of, in that we have all these different like little encounters and fights and things, and it just kind of we just get a random smattering of them as we go through. We have a little bit of a map to give us some guidance, but it really does capture that feeling of just a lot of like crazy random little adventures. So, got a couple other titles to talk about, and then we'll get into the game. Because I was looking up what are some other 80s dark fantasy titles. Like I said, this is the first that I've read to my knowledge. But one of the other ones I looked up is actually something that I've wanted to read for a very long time, which is the Amber book series. This copy is the Great Book of Amber. It's actually 10 books in one. I think it's like 1,400 pages, something like that. So it's like one Brandon Sanderson book. But it's 10 books, um, the complete Amber Chronicles, and this came up in a fantasy book discussion. It was a panel discussion years ago. I want to say like 2008, 2009. And they had all these panelists from the throughout the fantasy genre. I think Sanderson was on there. Jim Butcher was there. I want to say the author of the Prospero War series was there as well. And this is one of the books comped in that discussion as something that you should read if you're a fantasy fan from these authors. So it was a suggestion from them, and I had it written down. I have this document somewhere. I think it's on Goodreads. It's a shelf on Goodreads. That is this magical systems talk. They were talking about different types of magic systems, and this has been on there. It's been something I've looked at for years and never picked up. And so now that I'm excited about this genre and going and looking at the 80s dark fantasy, I even more want to pick this up. I saw it at the store today, but I'd already bought too much stuff. So next time. Also, my cart is like over full, so I need to make a dent in it, and then this will be a pickup soon. Well, almost certainly this year. I want to get to this. So Another one that I looked up that is apparently within this genre, um, that I've read parts of before. I don't think I finished this one, but it was one that I really enjoyed when I was younger. Is the Dragonlance Chronicles, and this is another one that I've been eyeing because they recently came out with this really nice 40th anniversary edition, which is the three books in the Dragonlance Chronicles in a single book. So again, like a collection of several smaller books. I still think they're like 300 pages um, put together, and I can remember scenes from this book. Like I can remember a description of characters and how they were walking next to each other and how that indicated something about the connection between the two of them. Not a whole lot sticks with me, especially from my younger years. I want to say I read this in high school. And so the fact that I can still remember that detail about the book makes me really want to go back and take another look at it. Um, so yeah. So looking at Slay the Spire through the lens of 80s dark fantasy, we have just a kind of amalgamation of science and magic going on here. There's a lot of background that's kind of uh, fed to you through the unlocks that you get for finishing runs, and it reminds me a bit of like Hollow Knight, where a lot of the lore is something you have to like go seek out, but just the feeling of the world and the feeling of these characters really does give me that 80s dark magic aesthetic. Like think about as far as films go, again, Neverending Story, Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, and Last Unicorn, which is also a book that I'd like to pick up. But those would all be in that dark fantasy realm, and I think a lot of what Slay the Spire 2 is giving us is in that zone. So new Dragonlance books coming out. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I think that the 40th anniversary edition was like a new thing that they were promoting, and I want to say that I had heard too that there was something new coming out from that creative team. So um, yeah, it's worth checking out. I definitely want to read the original before I start picking up anything else though. So um, we're gonna get to the game. Um, a couple of quick notes here. So again, because we are a booktube channel and we were talking about this as an illustration of 80s dark fantasy, this is not going to be like your typical run. I watch a lot of. I've been obsessed with this game for the last like 2 weeks or so. And I know a lot of the content online is like just trying to play the game fast, right? Like get through it quickly. Um, and climb the tower and get to Ascension 10. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to be reading every story and looking at every character and talking about what's going on. I will go ahead and confess that I'm terrible at this game. I don't have much in the way of strategy. I kind of luck into uh, some cool builds occasionally, but I've had middling success when it comes to actually getting to the top of the tower. So we will be playing as the Regent because I put a poll up. I realized that it's only like I put this up on I want to say Sunday or Monday. I realized it's only a couple of days for people to vote. But shout out to the one person who actually voted. I don't know who it is, but because of their vote, we're playing the Regent. And this is a character that I've gone through. I think I'm on Ascension 3 with them, so I've gotten a couple of wins under my belt with this character. So it might not be a complete blowout. Um, so yeah, uh, and I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to be better about putting these up quicker. I have an idea for what I want to do next week, so hopefully I can get that done tomorrow or the next day. Give you guys some time to actually to vote and decide what you want to do. But let's go ahead and get to the game. Let me make sure I'm messing with the right thing here. Ooh, oh, it was behind me the whole time. All right, about there-ish. Cool. One thing I will say right out the gate is Slay the Spire 2, at least on my computer, runs very nicely in as far as I can click on it and scroll over and mess with my computer and then come back on. A lot of the games I've been playing lately have locked me into the screen. So anyway, so single player, we're going to do a standard run, and we are a regent. We're going to be on Ascension 2. So here we go. All right, so the regent here, heir to the throne of stars, wields cosmic powers, but his minions do the work. At the start of each combat, we're going to gain 3 energy, or 3 stars, I believe this is what it's called. So 35 health, 99 money. We got some different constellations here of some like beasties in the background. That might be the crab monster that keeps killing me. Alright, here we go. In the comments, if you want to throw your favorite 80s dark fantasy, whether it's a book or a movie, and I'll probably call for that a couple more times as we go. All right. So first things first, we always meet Meow, the mother of resurrection. This cool 6-eyed, 3-eyed whale, giant whale, reminds me a little bit of Laboon from One Piece. It's telling us to kill the architect. And then we get a choice here. So I can transform a card, I can upgrade a card, or I can lose all my gold and choose 1 of 2 packs. I have not had much luck with this. The packs don't seem to have any kind of real structure to them. I think I'm going to upgrade a card. I will upgrade Falling Star. Got Falling Star plus. So now to deal more damage. So one of the things about Slay the Spire I think is really fun is you can kind of pick your path and decide like how you want to run things. So we've got different icons here. We've got normal fights. We've got unknown. They could be events or they could also be fights. We've got elite fights, which are much harder. Rest spots where you can either rest or you can upgrade your cards. And then you've got a merchant where you can get rid of cards, buy new cards, buy potions, and buy relics. And relics are by far the most useful thing as far as like upping your power. So I think, just given what we're looking at here, I probably want to go this way. We'll see about fighting this first elite, and then from there we can kind of sidestep if we need to. Or if we're feeling good, we can go to another campsite, fight another elite, get the treasure. I like that. Alright, so here we got the sludge spinner, kind of crustacean that's dripping oil, maybe? Something like that. Darkness. This enemy intends to attack. This enemy intends to apply a debuff. Okay. We're going to use Falling Star. Make it weak and vulnerable. So make it to where it's dealing less damage and it's taking more damage. Now, the thing about the Regent is that he has 2 different resources. I'm in the way. Hold on. Cut off the music here. Okay. He's got 2 different resources down here in the bottom right, or bottom left. So we got the regular energy here, and then we have the stars. So it's a lot of his is kind of mitigating. How do you balance both of them? I'm going to move myself back over. Okay, so we're going to take 6 damage. So we want to block. We'll go ahead and do another block. We'll do damage. Now, because he's weak, damage is doing we're doing 25% more damage. So you can see the strike goes from a 6 to a 9. We're hovering over him. So then we're out of energy, and we'll go ahead and 6 again, so we can defend, hit him for 4, and return. 11, that's kind of problematic. We're going to do a little damage to us, but we're back to doing full damage. He had hit us with a debuff. So we were doing less damage with our attack. Okay, and I had not been gaining stars, so I don't get that effect there. I think we have enough to defeat him. Falls over. It disappears. Everything kind of dissipates into like ash. Potion, and then we get to add a card to our deck. Now, when the most successful builds that I've had with the Regent have been ones where I focus on gaining stars and using stars, and this black hole has been very, very useful, very, very helpful for me. So I think I'm going to take that. Also, Forge 10, which makes a giant sword for us, and Guiding Star deals a bunch of damage and then lets you draw more. We're going to take black hole. And then just kind of hope that the rest of this plays out. Alright, now we're fighting against the Sea Punk. Sea Punk is going to go for that. 6. We can always use our potion here to gain more strength. Alright, so we're gonna, whenever we spend or gain, we're gonna deal 3 damage. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna deal 11, another 3, and then he's hitting 4 damage. We'll go ahead and block. So a lot of this game, I feel, especially the early game, feels like waiting for the turns where the opponent is like just doing something like this. They're gonna buff, and they're going to gain some block. So they'll gain a little bit of block, like a nice little bubble, right? Because he's a sea punk, but it's not gonna be enough. Just gonna, again, kind of disappears. So glow would be great because we can draw farther into our deck. We would be gaining stars, which will, if we're got our power done, it'll deal damage as well. And then we'll draw 2 cards. Also got Quasar, 1 of 3 colors cards to add to your hand. That's kind of random. I don't know if I want to mess with that. And then Forging, I don't feel like that's never worked out for me, kind of building that giant sword. So, alright, now we're going to get into an unknown spot. So, again, it could be a fight, it could be something like a random event. Alright, room full of cheese. This room is full of cheese. You look around to see if there are any traps above you. More cheese. The candles in this room appear to be made of cheese. The furniture is also cheese. Suddenly, the door behind you slams shut. It is made of cheese. So we're just in a cheese room for some reason. So we can either lose 14 hit points and gain the chosen cheese, which would gain its 1 max HP at the end of every combat, or we can gain 2 of 8 random common cards. I think I would rather get the cheese. Let's go for the cheese. A lot of HP though. Alright. So, you scrounge about for hours and hours. Time slips by as your mind travels to strange places. From the sheer presence of all this cheese, you fade into a stupor. You snap awake and realize you're holding something. The chosen cheese. Self-help book. On the floor lies a tome. Top 3 ways to conquer the Spire. The book is encrusted with blood, so you find this manuscript highly suspicious. Will you read it? Well, I don't have a choice but to read it. So I can read the back. So I can choose an attack to enchant with Sharp 2, which will make it deal more damage. I can read random pages to get a skill to enchant with Nimble 2, or I could read the entire book, and I could choose a power to enchant with Swift 2. Because of the way our deck is currently built, I think I want to choose a power. We can always look at our deck, which is nice. Yeah, we can enchant this to where when we play this, we can draw more cards, which I like. I like drawing more cards. Moving through your deck quickly, I think, is important. So I think we're going to have to fight this elite. We can always like sidestep over here if it goes badly, but I think going into that fight, we need to possibly heal. Let's see, do we want to smith something? Or maybe glow, negating us 2. We don't have anything to really like capitalize on that, so I think the better option is honestly just to heal, because I feel like the fight is going to be bad. We don't have a lot of... We haven't built a lot of anything into our deck other than the base stuff. So this is going to be helpful because it'll get his attack down, he gets defense. So the Skulking Colony is like this living coral reef that I think is really cool looking. And its big thing is it's got a hardened shell, so it can't lose more than 20 HP on any turn because it's just so hardy, I suppose. Alright, in the turn, we dealt the 20, which is like the goal, right? We want to try to make sure we deal 20 damage as often as we can to it. Okay, so this is going to be 16 then. I need to play this. And then... Okay, well we're going to get hit. That's okay. I felt like I needed to play that power. And we could have drawn into something. Could have drawn into this falling star. So now it's just kind of now it's gotten stronger, so now it's dealing 18 damage. We can hit it, so it's only dealing 12, and we can block. Hit it. Go ahead and block for 10. I can only hit it for 6 more damage anyway, and I've only got 5 to 10. That's gonna have to be what it is. We can't deal any more damage to it, but we can gain more stuff. We should do that. Alright, honestly, not terrible. Gain 1 buffer. Start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable. That's nice. Okay. Now, Astral Pulse is good, because we have a lot that's building up stars. This is also helping build stars. But I think we need something to take advantage of what we have. So I think we're going to do that. And then... I think I'm going to upgrade Glow. And just hope we don't run across something that's going to kill us here. Okay, this could be really bad. Because we are going to take a lot of damage. 2 deal 3, 5, 7. 8, 7 do less. And then 3, 8, 13. We've only got 1 left. We can gain 1 buckle, that's not bad. We're going to get hit 3 times. Alright. Alright. Alright, we do have Astral Pulse, which is really nice for this combat. I'm glad we got that. Let's take care of one of them. Go ahead and gain the blot. If I gain 2 strength, I think that'll be 8. That's not enough. But there's no reason to get it for a little bit. Like maybe another one. Okay. Not doing bad. Not doing bad. I always worry about this one because I don't think I feel like I don't take enough of the like hit everybody kind of kind of cards. So I did this. I think I can kill one. That'll hit him for 3. Hit 1. Almost doing 5. It takes 7. That's fine. That's right. Did not play any attacks during your turn. Game block. That's unlikely to happen. Ooh. I think Stardust could be really good if we can keep adding like the gloves. So I think I'm gonna take that. Oh, we got whenever you rest, heal additional 15. Nice. I think we will go this way and not try to fight another elite followed by another elite. I think that's a little bit too much. In either case, we're gonna have to fight one up here. So see how this fight goes. Alright, we're fighting Toad Pole. Hitting me. Defend against the block. Let's go ahead and do this. We can hit both of them for 3, I believe. I could do this. 5 damage to an enemy 3 times. So it would kill one of them. I think that's pretty good. Okay, kill both. Sure. Show me. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. That's pretty cool. Alright. There's 2 cards in your draw pile. Form a minion strike. Next turn, gain your hand. I don't like any of these. No, Convergence is pretty good, but you have to. I don't know. You gotta spend money to make money. You know? I guess we'll take this. We need resources. Right? Let's rest this time. 65. Good. Let's go. I think we're gonna go this way. In addition to having less fights, it's also gonna let us stop and talk to the merchant. Okay, this guy is pretty rough. I don't know if I want to. 7. Block. defend against attack. Oh, wait. I forget this is this guy's whole deal. He can only use one skill. Okay. Well, that's I hate it. Use this, and I can't use the other, and I won't be able to use the other skill. I can use this. Should I do that? You're also lucky on it. Let's lucky top. I don't have to worry about one of these attacks. And then is gaining 2 strength with it? Adds the strength. So 13. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. There. I love that you can still use the X powers at 0. There's no point to it at all. Alright. Cool. Well, I mean, I can't do enough. I don't have enough to do this one. Block against that, and then this should be enough. I should have something. Not terrible. Considering that's a fight that I don't really care for. In your turn, the first 2 cards you play each turn are free to play. Ooh. That's pretty cool. But you gotta just like end a turn. Which can be really bad. I still think I'm gonna take it. I think temptation of playing for free. Alright, so here's the shop. We've got cards. Cards tend to be like around 100, like 250. They're in the lower range. The items here, relics you can get at the start. Apply 1 week to all enemies. Each time you play 3 skills, deal 5 damage. That's pretty good for us. Enchant up to 3 attacks with sharp 3. You'll just, put out more damage. We only have 292. This is really good. We would be afflicting weak and I think vulnerable. Weak and vulnerable every single time we start playing. So definitely, before we do anything else, I do want to get rid of this Geneva Strike. So that cut off some options there. Monologue is good. Genesis is good for the build we're doing right now. I think I'll pick both of those up. And then I think it's probably gonna be all we can do. We'll take the 12 block because we know we have the thing that's gonna make it to where we have to basically skip our turn. So on the turn that we skip our turn, we can use the block potion. Alright. Let's go ahead and activate the power. Let's pulse. We need to defend a little bit of this. This is a lot. I don't want to do that. Go ahead and do the glow. I mean, we can monologue, but there's not a whole lot left to play. 5 damage, 5 times. 25 damage. We can actually deal 7 because we could. Let's go ahead. All things considered, that's a great idea. We're gonna take a chunk of damage there. Alright, now he's doing much. I don't know if I want to void form here because he is not a boss. I think we want to do this void form block on a boss. Genesis. And in their turn, block. Now when he gets down to 70, so this is the terror eel. Look at this guy. He got a little stabby at the end of his tail. He got eyes all over the place. Look how they blink independently of each other. Such a cool design. Like, what is he? He's just like this crazy floating eel. Alright, you're gonna hit for 24. Okay, now if we get him down to 70, then he gets stunned. So do that. So I think if I do 9, 15. No, that's only be down to 80. Probably we want to just do this. Let's do 1 and then see what's 7. We'll do the D6. And you gotta hit real hard. Ow. Alright. Generate will do enough to stun him. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is not do the reason to do it. There's also no reason not to do it. Alright. Get smacked a couple different times. Alright, we can gain more and Stardust for a bunch. And he's just debuffing this turn, so you definitely want to we could 5 times 9. 45 damage. Go ahead and do that. Yeah. Oh, and the extra 3 because of 7. Now I've got vulnerable 99. So for 99 turns, I'm going to be dealt more damage. Right, he's gone. So flop on the floor. Upgrade 2 random attacks. Just whatever it wants to upgrade for. There we go. Alright. Razor. 21 damage to all enemies. Fill your hand with debris. Oh, I don't like that. We don't really have a good reason to do that. This I don't. We're going to cycle through our hand fairly quickly at this point, but I don't know, that might be the only one that's like, maybe. Razor, again, I feel it's just too random, but we are producing a lot of star power, so let's give it a shot. Let's try it. Alright, we'll heal up here. 74. See how we're gonna do on this boss fight. Alright. So there's no reason not to go ahead and choose this. The 10 cards you draw gain 2 energy by the exhaust. We'll do this one. I occasionally gain energy. I know when we hit this thing, like, it'll wake up and start smacking. So, alright, there's what I was hoping for. I'm gonna go ahead and void form here. Now the turn just ends. Alright, but now the first two things we do are free. I'm gonna go ahead and free. We want to go ahead and Falling Star and strike it, maybe? We go ahead and it was saved that turn. So this is the Lagavulin Matriarch. Okay. Is it 19? Alright, so deal 6 damage, choose one of 3 cards you can draw pile out of your hand, deal 7 damage, gain block and 3 damage. So, at the moment this is tempting. Because I need block. Block. Okay. I mean, if it's free, Genesis, probably close. 5, 6, 30. Or we could, let's fly dealing with this. This might be where I take the potion. I can deal 20, but it's really going to be 7 damage. 28 damage. And I could still hit it with strikes too. Let's go ahead and have absolute block there. Drink a potion, gain some block. Alright, it's not attacking us. One convergence, 3. These are 7 bleeding. And blocking the current block. My current block's nothing. It's not doing anything this turn. So like 27 thing might be a bad idea. But that's gonna carry over. This on it. Cards from the discard pile. Monologue. Probably defend. Ooh, especially. Okay. More. Anything in here that's worthwhile? Astral Force. Whoa, I could Stardust for 30, I think. Stardust is 5, 7 is 35. That. Stardust. 8 times 13 block. Yeah. 13. 22. Oops. Monologue far too late. Yeah, we did it. Oh, Big Bang. I like Big Bang a lot. Draw a card, gain energy, gain star, forge 5, exhaust. Which means... Alright. I do not like this. So, I can almost guarantee you this is where our run ends. I have had just such a bad time with trying to fight that particular boss. Alright, gain energy at the start of your turn. Card rewards now can take cards from the colors. Gain 2 one time. Falling Star would become Meteor Shower Plus. Deal 21 damage to all enemies. Apply 2 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. I want to take that. That's amazing. I don't really feel like I need more energy. I think this is really good. Okay, too. More stories! Found these for you. Now tell more story. Guys, all about stories. This is Orobas, the Living Rainbow. Yeah, check that guy out. That looks straight out of Neverending Story, honestly. Like, there's a beastie they were fighting in a pit. Reminds me of this. Alright, I think I'm going to take this Archaic Tooth to turn my Falling Star into a Meteor Shower. Super cool. Okay. Now, probably want to fight in the league. This locks me into one story, right? One thing. This gives me options, but I think I like this path. I don't know. That's not bad. That's bad. That I like. I like that bit there. I gotta fight a lot of people to get there. I think I'm gonna go this way. Just because of this right here. I like this little line. Okay, so we're gonna start here. Alright. Nothing too crazy here. 15. Let's see what I can find here. Like 3 weak vulnerable. The damage to raw pile. 14? I mean, I need to mitigate how much you're going to be smacking me for. So, I have no blocks whatsoever. And go 9 damage, even though it's not impressive, another 5. Back to 9, ow. Can't do lots of defense. It doesn't matter. So if we can deal 32 to him, then he will he'll come at it. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this. We're going to do this. Free. We're now going to Meteor Shower. And put in a lot. We'll go ahead this. Plus a card. And then Convergence for next turn. Or should we go ahead and void for him? He's not going to retaliate. He's stunned. So then the first 2 cards we play are free. I think that's like pretty good. I got soccer fade. I can play for free now. So free 15 damage, 22 damage. Excellent. Quasar's 2. Go ahead and do that. Your hand is empty. Draw 2 cards and gain 2 energy. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, choose a card from it to put in your hand. That's good. Do that. Block some of his damage. Deal 15. That's all we do. This is the Tunneler, the very, very aptly named Tunneler. Alright. I'll put Bow in my hand. So that we can Bow. For free. Go ahead, Genesis for free. Now things actually cost. Meteor Shower for 31. And just end this. Deal 9 damage at the end of the pot. Gain Vigor, Forge 3. I don't want to do any of those things, so skip. This way. Oh. Hey, what's up? Are you the real one or are you the fake one? No, you're the real one. You're a real one. 7 damage to all enemies. All enemies lose 1 strength. Create a card. Gain 3 block. And 7 block. Gain energy. All 3 cards. So 20 damage. Gain 20 gold. Draw 2 cards. Put 1 card from your hand on top of your draw pile and then exhaust. Can't do both. I want to cut a card. I want to cut a card because we have better cards. But now I can't buy anything. I can gain this one, which would give me some access to block. I think we need some block. I think like that is a weakness of our deck. So we'll take it, even though we don't like it. Alright, you can do 17 damage. Defense something. And this is it's turn 1. Except go ahead and damage to him. Just casually 21 damage to him. 12. He put literally my thing that don't do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do this now. Deal 5 damage, draw a card, deal 15 damage, 5 damage from stuff on it. 1 or 3 random attacks from other characters to add to your hand. It's free to play. I think just 5 damage, draw a card? Free. No reason. Damage plus on it. 22. 9. 22. Kill him. Make it real close. Okay, now he's being sick. Monologue for no reason. Fire potion. Take back my card. Get a new card. Know Thy Place is just great in a deck like this because it's free and it is weakening them for other attacks. Okay. You know, 81 damage to all enemies. 31 damage to all enemies. And I can probably blow it after. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's blow. Let's Astral Pulse for another 27. Alright, let's just casually like walk through this. It's fine. Upgrade all cards in hand. Oh, deal 5 damage plus for every card you created. Another black hole? Another one? Tough call, because we could Void Form. Because he's not doing anything this turn. So we could actually Meteor Shower and then Void Form. Yeah, Void Form. Because he's gonna summon his buddy here. This is the Obscura. And he brings out the Paraphrite. Know Thy Place is already free. Gather Light is more expensive. So we'll play that for free. Like Quasar for free. Hand is empty. Okay, gain 11 block. Yes please. We're in a spot here. Know Thy Place. That could deal 20 for that doesn't seem. Alright, we'll go ahead and gain the rest of the defense we need to take any damage. Alright. Start as Monologue. 19 each. 8. Okay. Still. Why would do that? Gain some more. Deal 8 damage to him. For no reason. Yeah, it's all coming together. All right, now I think the plan is just to try to ignore this entirely. I mean, if I can Black Hole twice for free, I don't know why I wouldn't do that. Now when we do this, we're going to deal 8 damage, and then we'll just absolutely wreck everything. Yeah. Dip in a bottle. Gain 10 block. Next turn gain 10 block. We probably need that. We probably don't need this. Discard that and chip the bottle. I don't feel a strong need to get either one of the any one of these. We don't really need extra attack. We've got some block. We've got some other ways of getting blocked. So, alright, let's go to the campfire. We're in pretty decent shape. Is there anything we want to smith? Is Void Form? First 3 cards. No. We'll look for things that would draw. Oh, it's innate. So then it's always in your open hand. That's pretty easy. 1 damage for each. That's a base. Now you can retain this. Yeah, I think this is probably our best choice because this currently exhausts, which means when we play it, it gets removed from our deck. Whereas if we upgrade it, Now it doesn't exhaust, and we're churning through our deck enough that that'll be good to stack vulnerability onto. Okay, the Lost Wisp. In the distance is an odd sight: mounds and mounds of deceased insects, surrounded by what looks to be a small glowing moat. It seems to be an effective attractant for all manner of bugs, but you see it lash out at some flames. You move closer to investigate. Alright, so we can capture the wisp, which would add a decay. It's unplayable at the end of your turn. We have to take 2 damage, but we obtain the Lost Wisp. So whenever you play a power, you deal damage to all enemies. That's really good, because we play a lot of powers. I am willing to take 2 damage on occasion to make this happen. And the other option was just to get some. You approach the wisp cautiously. The closer you get, the more it reacts to your presence. When in arm's reach, you grasp the wisp, but it scalds you with a blast of hot steam and flame. Still, you fumble and wrestle the creature into submission. Eventually, the wisp concedes and recognizes you as its new owner. Proceed to the boss. Oh, a potion-shaped rock. This deals 15 damage. We'll definitely want to consume one of these next turn. Next combat. Alright, so here's an example where we just got into combat. Alright, it was a mystery one. These are bullbugs, by the way. That's a bullbug with rock, that's a bullbug with silk. It's a slumbering beetle. It's going to wake up here in a few turns. Like the normal version of what we fought at the end of the first round, as far as it's sleeping and then it wakes up. So we want to big bang. Monologue. We will defend because this guy about to hit us from 15. I don't think. Yeah, we can kill it. I mean, we need to get rid of a potion anyway. So that's not quite going to do it, is it? Right. We got there. Volley, deal X damage to a random enemy X times. Okay. Play through your random attacks from this current pile. Game block, you can current block. I mean, I guess we'll take volley. And we're not going to use it, because it's going to deal 0 damage, but. Alright. Debuff. 25 less damage. 25% less damage for this round. Now we're gonna power. We're 8 damage. We'll resist and do another 8 damage. Probably gonna wake up this guy in the back. If we do that though, we're out of energy. We could glow and see what we draw into. And we can still defend a little bit of damage. Pulse. Wooden. And then we can defend 5 and 8. Alright, this guy's waking up. I don't like it. Alright, let's do this. To 16, 7, allows meteor strike. 21. Okay. We're gonna take a little bit of damage because it's gonna. Okay. 5 damage, 7 damage, 0 times. Well, I have no stuff. Upgrade all cards, gain 10 block, gain 10 block again. I think I can do that because. Get some more of that. Go ahead and do this. So, I think. love how it's like, hey, you can use your Stardust. Your Stardust does 5 damage 0 times. Regenerate, and we can gain Meteor Strike. Woo! Alright. Strike. Particle Wall is good. Particle Wall is really good for the build we have. Hopefully we can gain a good number of defense from it. Is this the real one? It is the real one. Once again, natural. It's like there's no time where that's not a good thing to draw. That's always amazing. Orbit's also pretty great. I don't think we're gonna be able to cut another card. There's no reason not to get Big Bang. It literally replaces itself. We have not enough money for anything. Cool. So on here, we're still fine. What's coming up? Okay, we've got a mystery, then we've got a boss fight. We might want to go ahead and fit this one out. I'm gonna go ahead and take a rest. 12 block for 2. That's pretty good. Maybe 52. Let's go ahead and just heal here, and then if we get to the next one, we'll see about upgrades. 1 of 5 random cards or a colorless card. Colorless cards tend to be better. It's taking 5 damage, so we're gonna have to do this. Let's see what we got. We'll do Thinking Ahead. It's free. Draws 4 cards. Put stuff on top of the library. Drop out. Ooh, okay. Now, unfortunately, this dude does not enjoy. Before we do Black Hole. Big because this guy adds more nonsense to our deck for every damage we do. Where do we want to put our draw pile? Let's put Void Form on the draw pile just because we're not going to use it. Alright. The Meteor Shower is 31 to him. That's pretty good. I can upgrade all cards. Maybe. I should probably hit him with this too. And then he's gonna hit 21 damage. I'm definitely not gonna block all that. So let's. Meteor Shower is already plus. Go ahead and deal that one to him. And then we'll Particle Wall for 1. Particle Wall for 9 of that damage. And we can defend 5. We can't Sovereign Blade him. 22. I don't want to take that much damage. We can throw a rock at him. Take him over there. Take a little damage, not too bad. Now he's gonna be a 13. Monologue. And strike. Definitely. Go ahead, get everything. Okay. Alright, so he's almost certainly dead next turn. 5. bad. Gather light just because we want resources for next turn. Dang. Oops. Alright. 35 gold. Strength potion. Whenever you rest, get a potion. Another know thy place. Always good. Alright, we're at 75. I think we're gonna switch. This the other know thy place? Smith the particle wall? Maybe Smith the particle wall. Let's see. Alright. Well, GG guys. It was a good run. But I don't think this is going to happen after this. This guy right here, Rocket and Crusher, is absolutely devastating. Alright, well, we're going to monologue. And know that place. So we take a little less for him. Go ahead and Genesis because we can. 8 for each of them. And then we'll block the 5. And we'll hit this one over here because I need to kill that one first. Otherwise, it's going to get real bad, real fast. Right. This is the one we need to kill. Take that. Oh my god. Not getting one. Use 1 of 3 random cards, add to your hand, it costs 0. Enemy loses 9 strength this turn. Yeah. Oh, one of them. One's gonna hit me for 18. Converge, so we have something next turn. Spend as much as we can. Alright. We're gonna take nothing. Oh, we took 1. Okay, that's fine. Now this guy is gonna hit. Next turn, this guy's gonna hit really good. Okay. Void form, Astral Pulse, and then Void form. I was gonna do 18. Generate. I can do that. Do that again. I can Astral Pulse for 18 to both of them. Strike? I could. 15. I could strike and still void. Now this one's going to deal a whole bunch. Now we finally get black hole. Right. First of all, that weaker. That. And we're not going to be able to kill it. So I think we're just in recovery mode as much as we can be. Block. Oh. We'll start this one. I guess it's not late too. 24 there. Only have to block 5 minutes. That's still better than nothing. That's much better than I usually do. Black hole. Going to do holes for free. Two for free. But this one's doing 15. But that and 15. And hopefully, 6 of the 15. That's better than nothing. And then hopefully we can kill this one. It's back. Pause. All things considered, okay. Well, I mean, we can park a wall for free twice, right? And that would get us all the defense we're going to need. 7 damage, 6 times, and we still have the Sovereign Blade to kill them. Okay, do this first. That's fine. Okay. There's no reason to try to get through the 68. So when you kill one of the claws, the other one gets 100 defense. There's no reason to try to power through all this, because as soon as the turn ends, this will all just break, and it'll be a new thing. And in that turn, we have plenty of block. Good. Now we can Meteor Shower for 23, Sovereign Blade for free for another 33. Okay, we did it. We beat the giant crab monster. I am surprised. All of those cards. Okay, I mean, we can just get more genesis. Just passively hit for a bunch of damage. Alright, so now we have Baku, the first demon. More of my power can be yours for a small price. So his whole deal is like these contracts, right? Very cool. Like conceptually. Just like cool demon dude. So you get like a benefit, but then something bad happens. At the start of each turn, draw 2 additional cards. You cannot draw new cards during your turn. That would be awful for us. The entire purpose of our deck is to draw cards. Move 5 cards from your deck, add Folly to your deck. So it's unplayable, innate, and eternal, which means it'll be in our hand at the start, unplayable, and we can never get rid of it or change it. Removing 5 cards, I don't think is that useful. I think our deck's doing fine. Create an ethereal copy of the first attack you play each turn. That could be really good. Like the ethereal copy would get exhausted, but we've got a couple of ways that could really pan out. I honestly like just going up this side and getting a bunch of like events, and then maybe coming over here, fighting an elite, and decide what to do up here, and then this guy. Okay. Okay. What's up, guys? Yeah. Monologue. 1424. Do it. Might as well do that as well, and then we can throw this at this guy. I think these guys make us lose max HP, but I think it's only if they actually hit. So, manage not to get hit. If we draw our like deal, our meteor shower, 21 to all. I think that would do it, right? No reason to do this. No reason not to do this. This up. Black hole. Whoa. Okay. Now we can meteor shower for 21. We'll all die. Nice. Solid. Alright. And then we create a card. block. 13 damage, draw 2 cards. 12 damage, next turn draw 2 cards. No, we're good. Hungry for mushrooms. How long has it been since you ate? Wait, what's that fantastic smell? Following the scent, you reach a cozy campground with all manner of tasty mushrooms being cooked. You don't consider the safety of eating these mushrooms because you're so hungry. So hungry that you don't notice the dead adventurer. Big mushroom. Draw 2 fewer cards at the start of each combat. Raise your max HP by 20. Or fragrant mushroom. Lose 15 HP. Upgrades 3 random cards. Yeah, we will be at a stopping point not too long. We can probably get that back. Okay. You sample the fragrant one, a small woody mushroom with a delicate scent of shellfish. A burst of energy spurs you to run, jump, and rigorously train. Then a sudden stabbing pain hits you as the living fungi struggles within you during its brief final moments. Again, so yeah, I was going to say, again, some of these could be combats. Let's go ahead. He's going to deal 6. This guy's going to deal 15. That's better. We could deal 15. Here. We strike, we can't void. But do we really want to take 16 with no refill? However, I'm not really a choice. I think this is better. Alright, we'll do this. Yeah, that was dumb. Deal 7 damage 0 times. Haha, take that. Right. I wasn't really like stoked to take 15 damage, but here we are. Black hole. That'll kill something soon. Head. 20 damage. Okay. 5 damage. Big bang. Second big bang. Another black hole. Yay, we did. Five damage. Transform into a hive bomb. 13 blocks. Extra times. Alright. Oh. This is a real one. Production would be good. Maybe the orbit. But we want to upgrade it because it costs 2. Should I take it? I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. Alright. Next one. Ooh, this guy. Okay. I've had bad experiences. I think after this. Yeah. I think. almost for free. Damage. Again. Bang. Well. Let's go walk at him. Sovereign Blade. Oh, not doing great. What did we get? Each time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 14 damage to all enemies. This start your turn, transform 1 card in your hand, gain 40 block, do not gain block from cards for 2 turns. Four of it was free. It's free. 5 of it. I think I'm gonna die here. Yeah, I think I'm dead. And we had a good run too. The Owl Magistrate. Four health. Alright, Magistrate. I do. And 5 damage 13 times? Oh my god, we are not in a good place. Get another active pulse. My deck needs that many cards. We need to rest something. Now, if I go this way, I can rest again, but then I gotta fight an elite. I'm gonna have to fight an elite anyway, so I guess this is the best route we have to making that not too terrible. Alright, 4 plating. That's good. Plating's like armor, but it maintains across different turns. You get like 4 on turn 1, then 3, then 2. Ownership in a bottle. For some defense. Alright. Yeah, we got that elite now. You know, of all the ones we could have run into, not terrible. 25, so we're going to try to mitigate that a little bit here. Also draw more cards. Might be a good idea. Yeah, you know, we'll go with that. Change this. Here. Random card, you draw power gauge. You play 2. And the options here. 5 damage, draw a card for 0. Made a little copy of it. Meteor shower. And then we'll end our turn. Alright. 6 out of the possible, an awful lot. That looks good. Weekend. More. There's so much resources. This. That. That. Huh? That. That. Action. Stardust a whole bunch of times. And then we can still avoid 13 damage 8 times. I get a copy of it because it's the first submitted. Then we'll void form if we can. Oh right, all these. Alright. So things that are free. Things that are free that I want to play. What if I start a second time for free? And then things will actually start costing. We can generate games. Attacking this turn. Banishment. And we don't take all the damage. Burns. Out. 1 damage. 3 damage. Alright, now he's going to deal 40. That's not good. What can I do? Or 3 random cards from your draw pile. Let's go. Orbit. That's right. And then. Yeah, we did it. The little guy rockets off. See, that's another thing, like the fusion of the science fiction and fantasy, these creatures that have all these mechanical bits on them. I feel like that's also very much in line with what I have seen from Dark Fantasy. 4 damage for each skill already played this turn. That could be big. We play a lot of skills. Navigating, Tinker Time. Navigating through the endless sea of corpses. You find a mad scientist scavenging for various scraps. Yes, hi, hello. You look like a capable fighter. I need a tester for my next atrocity device. How about it? I can create a custom card for my deck. I can make an attack that deals 12 damage and does some other stuff. Or I can make a skill that gives me 8 block and does some other stuff. I think I want a skill just because we literally picked up a thing that was like, here's more skill stuff. Plus block is good. Draw 3 cards or gain 2 energy. We already draw a bunch. Let's gain 2 energy. Alright, back to the line. Energy is now conserved between turns. Great. If I ever run across a scenario in which I'm not doing well. We're at 81 health. I kind of want to fight and hit the elite, but I'm really worried about it, like, backfiring badly. And then, like, crawling from this elite fight. But I feel like we've been doing pretty well. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. Alright. This guy's gonna hit really hard, but... 29. I'm only defending 7. I'll get another 7. Another 8 would be good. Let's go ahead and do that. 8, 15, 23. We can go ahead and hit 20. We get another Stardust. Alright. We're gonna take 10. Ow. Alright. let's click Bang first. Now we can. Meteor shower. More weak. Then big ring. Allow us to meteor shower again. We can add scientists. Block. Energy. I can Lunar Blast for 20. Blade for 30. Okay. I mean, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. Start of each combat deal 9 damage to all enemies. Excellent. Heavenly Drill. This is a new one. Let's try it. Alright, my gut says let's go ahead and rest. I don't know if smithing anything is really necessary. Alright. Now this little beastie, first of all, I love his design. Again, that fusion of science and magic. This little like test subject C20. They got little bolts on him. They're strapped to his back. What does this even do? Yeah. Start your turn, draw 1 card and exhaust 1 card from your hand, gain 8 plating. I think this is free to play this turn, but whenever you attack an enemy, lose your turn. Hit lose. Okay. This turn. Okay, my concern is I don't have enough to play this right now. Tyranny I don't like. Alright, we'll take this. Because it was going to make the other one free, but in the sense that, like, it wasn't going to take down the star requirement, which sucks, and I hate. Because it's like, oh, get a free card, but then, like, actually don't get a free card. Heavenly Drill, 8x times, double x if it's 4 or more. So 8, 10, okay. Like, what else can I do before I do this? I can Big Bang. That exhausts them. Not exhaust, really. Really. I think we're just gonna heavily drill for like x equals 5, so x equals 10. So and then we get a copy of Heavenly Drill. But unfortunately, I think we're just going to have to end the turn because there's nothing we can do with that now. You're going to come back with 200 health. It's going to be even nastier. You're going to try to hit us for a bunch of damage. Mulligan. 5? 4? Maybe. Vulnerable to him because I have no. Yeah. It's not good. We can't use any of these. And we're gonna get hit with 30? God. 32. This is not good. This is not good. That was a real bad turn. Okay. Okay. Not terrible. Okay. Now we got some things. Okay. More. Up. Fine. 30? Get there. Don't know if I can get there. Alright, we got there. I don't know if I can get there. We got there. Okay. But he's gonna come back for one last scare. He really won't be a monster, look at him. So now he's intangible, which really sucks. And 0 times. Touch him slightly. Alright. Yeah. That's gonna be it for me. Alright. Now you're gonna hit for 45. Really on our last leg here. Got 8 health. Oh my god. Oh, he's intangible again. Alright, but he's not attacking. We need to do stuff. God, I wish we had this next turn. Alright. But yeah, he's intangible. He's not gonna hurt us this turn. He's gonna give us cards. Burn cards into our deck. Alright. Good. Put the gator down. Oh god, no, we're so screwed. Oh, it was a good run. I have no attack in hand. Yeah, I think I can get there. I think 40 block. Oh my god. Panic button. So 20, I'm gonna copy it, 20. Strike. Panic button. But now I can't gain block. Oh, and he's intangible again? Oh man, we're so screwed. We had it, we lost it. Yeah. Aha! Take that. And another. Alright, well, we had a good run, guys. Got all the way up to the last boss, the last form. We just couldn't pull it off. That's the way it is sometimes. So that is Slay the Spire 2. That was a fun run, but unfortunately one that ended in disaster for us at the end. So yeah. Thanks for coming by, hanging out while we play some Slay the Spire, talk about some 80s dark fantasy if you like Slay the Spire, if you like these kind of roguelike adventures where there's just like crazy stuff happening, um, you just like the adventure element to it, you like that dark feel to it, like everything in Slay the Spire has this kind of like menace and darkness, and there's this whole history behind what's going on that feels very like post-apocalyptic in a completely like fantasy realm. If you like that kind of thing, check out Neverending Story. Check out some dark fantasy titles. Again, the ones I was comping today, other than uh, Neverending Story, we've got the Book of Amber, uh, which again I've not read, but I've heard really good things about. And then also we had Dragonlance Chronicles. All of these I think are going to really hit the same tone as Slay the Spire as far as like action, fantasy, uh, you know, these darker themes, these like dark powers and magic and um, everything being really kind of dangerous and but still being like magical, being mystical, having that kind of appeal of just a fun story, like a fun adventure story. So check that out. Next week, I believe I'm gonna try to get something set up to where we can play the Mistborn card game, and we can talk a little bit about the Cosmere. So that is my plan for next week. Um, Again, thanks for coming by, hanging out with me. Um, I hope your reading journey is going well. I hope you're enjoying Slay the Spire 2 if you're playing it, or whatever game you happen to be partaking in. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow this corner of our BookTube community, or whatever kind of content I'm making now. And until the next one, take care.